So you've made a video game and now looking for answer how to make a good and powerful save system for it. Well, in this video I will try to describe you what type of game save system exists and how to implement it correctly. And in 1 week or two I will create for you a special tutorial where I will describe how to create a single-player game save system. And then in this place special link to this video at right top corner. If you don't see it, just wait a bit. So, my name is Andrew, I'm indie game developer and creator of the game Druid Test of Faith. And first, let's talk about game save system types. Basically, there are only two game save system types exists. We can save our game data to one or few files, or to database. First, let's talk about saving to file, which benefits we can achieve from it, and what type of file saving exists. These files can be divided by its file format. For example, you can save your game data as JSON file. That isn't quite popular format, but can give you some benefits. It is easy to perform and you can easily check all data you saved via any text editor you have. And no matter which format isn't quite popular, the games like XCOM keep using it. Another one method to saving your data is an XML file. It gives you the same benefits as JSON file, but with benefits comes issues. The main issue of this format is what anyone can change data in these files, and anyone who knows how to edit it can give themselves the most powerful weapon you have in your game. That's not quite good. And the solution here is to encode our game data. But it isn't quite good, we do not need to do extra work. Actually, we can save our game data with a different format. The ancient but not useless, the binary format can help you to save your game data, no matter what type of the game you are designing. And basically that means what all you need to do is to transform data you saved to a binary file. And for that purpose you will need to find or create a special binary formatter. All these files can be saved in one of two different places. The first one place is current PC, and the second one place is distant server, or as it fashion to say, clouds. And the main benefit here is what if we're saving our data to cloud, we can manipulate with it. For example, our game have a new ability and we need to add it to our game save data. But if we keep our save data to local PC, we can't interact with it. So yes, the saving place is really important sometimes. You need to think over it to understand what type of game data save system you will use, and what type of life will wait your game after release. And also I must notice that there is a great issue in saving to file. If for some reason you would like to extend your game, add new abilities and functions, then most likely you will need to edit with files. And the editing will be extremely hard for you. You will need to write a separate program which will operate with all your saved game data and rewrite it and add new values and save it again. So for that reason I would like to tell you about database saving method. And for that method also there are two ways available: saving to local machine and saving to distant database. And I must say that no one ever uses saving to local machine, because it will force you to install not only a game program to your player's machine, but also database controllers. So the database saving to distant server have lots of benefits and about zero issues. So the main issue here is to force your players to create an account in your database. And we can simply pass this through Google Authentication. The another one obvious issue is what account could be stolen. And you know, it isn't about steal fact itself. It's about you. You will have to work with these people who had stolen account and try to return it to them, of course if they have rights for it. So for that reason, distant database won't fit for most of indie game developers, because it demands lots of resources to support its work, and all of it without saying a word about price of cloud deployment. But nevertheless, distant database have lots of benefits. For example, if we would like to add a new item to our game, all we need to do is add a single line to our database in Items section. And with a single line of code, we can grant this item to all players all over the world in a blink of an eye. Also, if we would like to use our game as thin client to database, that can grant us even more benefits. We can change damage properties, abilities, and whatever we wish to in a single line of code in database. Splendid. Well, I hope you knew something new about game save systems and how it works in real life. Now I'd like to say thanks to my Patreon, S Rose, and see you in the next video.